Yeah, the day jumped out. That's
Shit, he better. he better take me serious. But I don't think so. I think they training. I think they're training as hard as they can. I think they trying to put a little mastermind squad together to coach for this fight. And it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're preparing for the best Gervonta Davis that's going to be, that everyone's ever seen. That's what we're preparing for. We're not preparing for a guy who might not be focused. We're not preparing for a guy who might be lazy or anything like that. We're preparing for the best version of him.
As the sun went down, the Miami International Airport hub was usually a busy place, but that night it wasn't. Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Tank Davis crashed into each other out of the blue, causing chaos that shocked onlookers, and quickly went viral on social media. One airport, two world-class fighters, and now a tough fight without a ring or a screaming crowd. Fight the night. This was about people, that much was clear.
Lamont Roach definitely earned my respect tonight. Definitely one of the first fighters to put Tank to the test. Just matching fire with fire. That was a good fight. For me, I need to see a rematch ASAP. But yeah, Tank definitely took the knee 100%. I see Roach winning that 7-5 personally. But boxing is business, so they were never going to let him have that win. Roach's timing was on point though. No easy knockouts tonight. The sharp counters, like, very good fighter, very good fighter. Let me know what you guys think, if that robbery was fair or not. Leave it in the comments.
Lamont Roach was in Miami to hype up his next fight, meet with the press, and do a media tour. Fans saw him as an underdog who turned out to be a threat, and things have been going his way since his tough fight with Gervonta Davis finished in a controversial draw.
Who am I here with today?
Lamont Roach Jr.
I don't know who you are, man. What do you do for a living?
And I box.
How long have you been boxing for?
I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so 20 years.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 29.
You made some money. What's the best piece of advice about money you've received throughout your career?
Save that money gonna save you.
Has there ever been one experience where you spent too much money than you thought you should have, that you regret?
That I regret? No, but there's been a lot of times where I shouldn't have spent as much money as I did.
Is there one piece of advice that now that you've been boxing for a couple of years, you could tell your younger self about boxing?
My advice to my younger self would be keep going. You're gonna end up exactly where you're supposed to be at, as long as you work hard, put your faith in God, and you just keep pushing.
What made you really stand out as a boxer?
My hard work, determination to be the best.
Is there one boxer that you think inspires you the most with your play style?
I take bits and pieces from all boxers, even some of my opponents and stuff like that.
Anyone specifically?
No, not necessarily.
What keeps you motivated to keep pushing hard still?
It's definitely hard for me to give up because I know what's at stake. I know what can happen. I know what can happen with hard work. But if I ever feel like giving up, my motivation will be my son, my family, the ones who behind me 100%. They've been down at the bottom with me, so they coming up top with me.
Where can they find you on social media, man?
1of1X.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro.
Tank Davis, on the other hand, landed like he was in charge of the city, eyes fixed on revenge, hoodie up, and group deep. What was really going on, though, was a rematch that felt way too personal, full of stress, legal drama, and online fights. Time stopped when the two eyes met near where the bags are picked up. Just power, no words. Tank made a choice to move. Roach didn't back away. They clashed, like two stories running into each other. Power versus hunger. Focus instead of chaos. It was too late by the time security got there. The tank was filled with gas. Roach replied. Fists flew like lightning. The crowd let out a scream. Phones came out. A shout was made. There was no longer any use in titles. It was real pride that had been cleaned up. Two boxers are too honest to wait until fight night. These kinds of stories would not be possible without backstories. Fans were not ready for the first fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Everyone thought the Knockout King would win and show why. He is the face of boxing, but it started out as just another Tank show. But Roach changed what happened from the very first bell.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach.
That's a big moment in
With the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his...
Nice combination from Roach. Best thing yet. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice time, and it got just over around 11 as well.
Maybe him getting fouled.
Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity, knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
He walked in cool, collected, and not at all scared. This guy didn't think Tank's punches were very strong.
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like, I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like, being up close and personal, obviously I seen it on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him.
Tank, meanwhile, looked sloppy, flat, and annoyed. The monster he was didn't look like the ones we usually see. He swung wildly and missed big. The most controversial part of the fight, the 9th round, came next. The judge decided it was a slip instead of a knockdown, even though Tank was clearly in pain.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit was burning my eyes, so I cut that.
That one call changed everything. The goal would have made it easy for Roach to win. The boxing world went crazy when the fight ended in a tie.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
Some people called it a heist. Analysts say that Tank was exposed. It wasn't the first time that someone had doubts about a decision. The people asked Tank if he was still that person. Roach, on the other hand, took the lead and left. He didn't just get through it. He made Tank look like a person.
Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, you know, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
Everyone is out to get Roach right now because, well, who wouldn't want to beat the guy who made Gervonta Davis kneel?
Who you going to fight next?
That's what I'm talking about. That's the question right there. I want to unify at 135. Me and Shakur already talked to each other, and if he's available and we can line it up, that's what we're going to do.
Really? Y'all wait, y'all spoke like this? Yo, let's get this popping.
For sure.
Like
what are you
that.
talking about? If he beats Tank, he's fighting Tank again. Obviously, there's a rematch.
We talking about past that. We talking past that because you got to give him the option and tell what he gonna do. So you talk personally to Shakur, no managers, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Personally, he cool.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. So you're now officially moving up to 35?
I mean, we gonna see. I mean, like, so I'm gonna be the champ at both weights.
Right.
And if there's no opportunity to unify at 35, I want to unify at 30. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen.
The repeat is set to happen in August, and Gervonta Davis is once again the talk of the town, but not in the same way. It's no longer about hype. It's about making things right.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault.
Definitely my fault.
He will be remembered less for that first fight. And the only way to fix it is to really control Roach. Not a choice, not a close call, but a real statement. If Tank has another hard time, or even worse, loses, his rule may come to a stop.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people get it messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
People have said that he avoids problems and is too busy outside of the ring, and they have called him a protected boxer. This is his second chance to shut everyone up. But pressure is a complicated idea. Tank also has to deal with an image that is starting to fall apart. The issue is that not everyone is on board with the fight. Fans have already said they think it's fake, a plan to make people more excited about the return. Though to be honest, this kind of trick has been used before in fighting. Check out Floyd Mayweather, who used to be Tank's teacher. During the time Floyd was getting people excited about his show with Logan Paul, he set up the famous "Got Your Hat" fight between Jake Paul and himself. It turned out that most of it was fake. A great place for both ticket sales and news stories.
I thought the Floyd thing that happened recently was a big PR stunt with YouTube.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to talk about it on this.
No way. You know I went to bat for you.
Bro,
for
I
this.
still have like 3 or 4 things to unload.
I went to
on.
bat for you on
What
this.
did you say?
I was like, Jake's not, like, everyone's like, oh, Jake's a big pussy for running. I was like, you stand in front of 10 dudes and see how you do.
25 dudes.
But this was set up?
Yeah.
So you and Floyd are like talking about the stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yo, run up on me in this van.
Yeah, we
No
were like,
way.
let's set this up and make this go viral.
Jeez.
This was like us at dinner, like
Oh, no way.
planning it out. You know what's crazy is that like I was debating on whether or not to like reveal that the whole Floyd thing was fake, but I was just like, fuck it.
Right now, it looks like the repeat will favor Roach. This is true not only because of how the first heated argument started. Tank is what's wrong. He is after more than just Lamont Roach. Instead, he's already moving toward the circus, teasing a big money-making fight with YouTuber Jake Paul, a show. And that won't help him in the ring, but it might make him money. Supporters aren't really excited about the game, though. Instead of a task, they see it as a way to make money.
You know Gervonta and Jake Paul are gonna fight too.
Are they?
Oh yeah, Jake's gonna kill him.
What? When is this?
Probably the end of the year.
I want to go to one. We gotta go to a fight together, guys.
You gotta come to my brand race, Tennessee.
We're going to the one for...
On the other hand, Roach is more focused and sharper than ever and wants a real win more than anything else. Tank is not paying attention to him, which is the fastest way to lose your fighting kingdom. Shakur Stevenson believes that the Davis versus Paul game is a joke. When Tank's case with Roach is over, he should face someone like Shakur. Tank, on the other hand, wants to fight the YouTuber.
Then say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Let's tell the truth. Tank's job has nothing to do with this fight at all. Let's say he beats Lamont Roach in the repeat in August. Let's say he takes over, stops anyone from questioning him, and gets back to being an invincible Tank. I think he would call out Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson again, wouldn't he? Not at all. He is instead going after a fight with a YouTuber on Netflix.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
What does that make sense of? Let's change it now. Let's say Roach beats Tank. As it stands, that knockdown would have meant that he had lost both fights against a fighter who was very close to beating him in the first one. The fight with Jake Paul doesn't matter if Tank loses the second fight. Like, who would want to see a man who just lost to Lamont Roach fight Jake Paul? It will look like a desperate move, like getting cash out, like a man who no longer wants to face real boxers.
What do you think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing? You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they want, what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
To be honest, a lot of people already say that. Look at the signs. Tank has been talking about retiring. He said, boxing is dull.
Are you retiring?
Are you losing the
trash? What changed? What made you trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got to walk today.
He has also been seen smoking while he is at camp. Yes, the fight between Lamont Roach and others happened in the same camp. It's not a surprise that Tank almost lost. In fact, he broke up with Calvin Ford, the teacher who had been there for him from the start.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out.
You gotta calm down. Listen to me.
Hey, come on now. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
The way Tank is acting right now says, I'm over this sport. That's a simple question that answers why he's going up against Jake Paul. Money. Tank is no longer after belts. He wants to get a lot of money. Even though people say bad things about Jake Paul, he still gets views, clicks, buzz, and most importantly, money.
Is it true that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people.
Bro, that is so
It's all downhill from here.
No, for sure.
I peaked.
Netflix set new records for the most streams with Jake's most recent fight with Tyson. If he can get Netflix to back Tank again, it will be a $50 million event. Tank could not deal with Shakur and Haney at the same time.
You give them a good show and you make your money. Like Jake Paul, made $40 million off of that. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson made $20 million off of the fight. It was played in the AT&T Stadium. We don't even know how much those guys got. How much did Netflix make? You know what I'm saying? How much did everybody involved made? Since Jake Paul made 40 million, Mike made 20 million. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it was all like an exhibition type show, and it was just for, each other to get some money. Mike got his money, Jake Paul got his money, and by unanimous decision, Jake Paul won because, of course, he was a younger guy.
Don't act like you're shocked. Tank is just following Floyd Mayweather's plan. Boxing became a business for Floyd when he fought guys who didn't belong in the ring with him.
And by the way, I got fucking gypped, but at the time,
What did he make from it?
I had 15% of that fight, so he had 85%. Yeah, he had 85%.
85 mil, basically.
No, if I made 5, whatever the math of that. Yeah, he made.
Logan, if I get in the ring, you think I can make some money?
I don't think you should do that.
No.
I saw you do something.
The video for today is now over. To make sure you don't miss any of our next movies, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like if you liked it. Also, don't forget to leave a message with your thoughts. Wait for the next movie, and we'll see you then.